Yesterday, California Governor Gavin Newsom got a little surprised when he was giving a press conference threatening to redistrict California, eliminating various Republican strongholds. Believe it or not, there are actually Republican districts in California, a few, about 9, I believe. Members of the House of Representatives are from California. And threatening to redistrict them in response to Texas doing some possible redistricting down there. And so he's trying to do a tit for tat in order to further ruin California. And while he was giving his speech and bragging about how diverse the city of Los Angeles and the state of California is, this was the scene outside. President Trump sent ICE agents outside to patrol, to round up, well, not enough of the criminal, illegal alien invaders in LA. But a great scene, a great show of strength, a great troll, which obviously upset Mr. Newsom and almost caused him to break down into tears.
And right outside, at this exact moment, are dozens and dozens of ICE agents.
Yeah. Awesome. Should be hundreds.
Donald Trump, you think it's coincidental? Donald Trump and his minions, Tom Homeland, tough guy, clearly decided, coincidentally or not, that this was a location to advance ICE arrests.
Yeah. Your city is infested with literally millions of them, and that means that they're on every block. And, oh, what a surprise! They just found one right there.
Arrived just outside of the downtown LA venue where Governor Gavin Newsom was actually holding a press conference today. And it appears that those Border Patrol agents are making arrests, illegal immigrants that I don't know if they were at this press conference, if they were in the area, but this is a very, as John put it when we first saw this video, a very in-your-face way to let, Democrats know that you are going to do your job, that you're going to carry out these Trump policies.
Now, this is what I voted for, and I also voted for the White House to be posting memes like this on their official social media accounts.
Now, I'm going to say, if you're in the country illegally, you shouldn't feel comfortable. Absolutely not. I won't feel comfortable if I'm in a country illegally. If I'm in some other country illegally, I'm not going to be comfortable. You shouldn't be comfortable either, because when you enter this country illegally, you have committed a crime. You are a criminal.
You want to cry more about it, sir?
He's a failed president. Who else sends ICE same time having a conversation like this? Someone who's weak.
Someone who is a brilliant troll.
Someone who's broken. Someone whose weakness is masquerading his strength.
He literally sounds like he's about to break down into tears, doesn't he?
He does. The most unpopular president in modern history.
Oh, well.
An economy that's collapsing all around him. You saw the new wholesale prices going up almost a full percentage point today. Inflation is going up. Job creation is going down.
That's another one of the reasons why we need to deport the millions of criminal invaders. It'll be great for the job market, great for the housing market, great for the economy. Who knows how many trillions of dollars of our tax money has gone over the years to pay for them to be here, to pay for them to be housed and fed, all the social welfare benefits, have their children educated, to have their children born, their anchor babies, being born in our hospitals, because they don't have insurance, they don't pay for those births. So they leave the hospital to pay for that bill, which then gets passed off to the insurance companies, which then gets passed off onto all of us responsible citizens. We are literally paying for them to come here and paying for them to breed.
The most unpopular president in modern history.
I don't care how unpopular it is. We want them rounded up and we want them gone.
And in the spirit of what Adam Schiff said, he's trying to put America in reverse.
Yeah. I say we throw it in reverse and go back to the 1950s. And of course, the Marxist Democrats are accusing the Republicans of trying to steal the 2026 midterms by doing the redistricting, which is why now he is threatening to redistrict and encouraging other Democrat-controlled states to redistrict as well, to remove Republican strongholds.
Said everything you know about the authoritarian tendencies of the President of the United States. I said in a moment ago, wake up, America, wake up. You will not have a country if he rigs this election. You will have a president who will be running for a third term. Mark my word. I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not screwing around. The rules do not apply to him. The most corrupt president in history. Doesn't believe in free enterprise, crony capitalism. He is wrecking this country, wrecking the economy. It's a lawless president. Wake up, America. Wake up to what's going on.
And with some of the $170 billion that the big, beautiful bill allotted for immigration and custom enforcement, the Department of Homeland Security just purchased these new ICE vehicles with the slogan, "Defend the Homeland," painted on the back. And did you hear about the loser who got arrested for hitting an ICE agent with his Subway sandwich after seeing them? He couldn't contain his anger on the streets of D.C. The headlines are all claiming that he threw the sandwich, quote, at the officer, but he actually did hit the officer with it, as you can see there. And then he was promptly arrested and charged with a felony for assaulting a federal officer. And it turns out he was a Department of Justice employee as well, who was promptly fired. So, bye-bye, no mercy. The left does their best to ruin people's lives, get them fired from their job, doxxed and harassed. They're caught on video or post a little TikTok video using the little N-word. And so we must show them no mercy. Felony charges, don't care. Didn't injure the officer, it was only a sandwich. Too bad. Democrats are also very upset that President Trump deployed 800 members of the National Guard to help clean up the streets of Washington, D.C. Most upset, as usual, are the black Democrats because I think we all know their intimate relationship with crime. This soy boy on MSNBC almost broke down into tears about it.
Chris, to be honest with you, I'm trying to hold my temper. I think there's an ongoing argument.
Hold his tears, he means. He's trying to hold back his tears, obviously.
Chris, to be honest with you, I'm trying to hold my temper. I think there's an ongoing argument that he's having in his head with Black Lives Matter. There's an ongoing argument that he's having with the questions around criminal justice reform and police reform. It's interesting that he really doesn't really care about what's actually happening in D.C. on a certain level, because
actually, he did this in part because one of the famous Doge staffers who went by Big Balls was viciously assaulted in the streets of D.C. by a gang of, quote, youths, according to the liberal media, which is a code word for black kids. And when their people get arrested, they complain about it. Remember those thugs who viciously assaulted those two white people in Cincinnati a few weeks ago? Well, of course, the locals there are upset about it and blaming the victim.
6 individuals were charged with aggravated assault, which is a felony. The white guy incited or urged 6 other people to commit a felony.
Of course, they're claiming that he used the little N-word, which is always an excuse for them to justify their violent rage and express their anti-whiteism in the most violent, brutal, primitive ways possible. And did you know that Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is also a part-time stand-up comedian? Here's one of her latest bits.
It is funny because when people think about black women, they think about our strength. They think about how, usually we're juggling so much and we're doing so much, yet we're still going to school and we're doing all the things. And
they're just so amazing. They're the best. And she was at an event last night, and so was Alex Stein's girlfriend, who goes by Blonde Conservative on Twitter, on X, who asked her this.
We gotta keep connecting. I assure you that if we start to connect with one another, it is so much harder to hate each other.
Jasmine, why do you hate white people? Why are you racist towards white people? Why are you racist towards white people?
She needs to get it.
I don't need to be touched. I'm not resisting. I will leave.
Absolutely fantastic. Did you ever think that we would see people calling out politicians for their anti-whiteism? And they say couples who play together stay together. In case you missed it, this was Alex Stein just a few weeks ago.
We just watched the speaker gavel out with a whole lot of anger, Kelly. Here's the state of play. Here's
MSNBC sucks.
Hey, how are you?
MSNBC sucks.
Talk to you for a second.
MSNBC sucks.
You can see.
Okay.
You can see the frustration.
Sometimes this happens, and we understand that can happen. And while we love free speech, we're going to keep control here. So,
in other news, Ron DeSantis announced plans for a second illegal alien detention center in Florida called the Deportation Depot. So, I think I'm going to have to call my graphic designer and get some new t-shirts in the works. But in the meantime, you can still get your alligator Alcatraz from my online store, markdice.com, or click the link in the description below and check them out.